If you have betrayed your partner, listen up because you need to hear this. Leslie Wells, Connection Coach here. I help individuals heal, thrive, repair, improve their romantic relationships by looking at things through an attachment lens. Attachment wounds very often lead to bad behaviors. One of those bad behaviors on the farther end of the spectrum is betrayal. And so it's really important if you've betrayed your partner to understand and dig into your childhood trauma and your attachment wounds. So this is for people who have betrayed their partner. I know there's a lot of controversy on this, and a lot of people have the mindset that if you've betrayed someone that you never deserve a second chance, but people have children, they have faith perspectives, people come from places of forgiveness, and there are some people that can make a mistake. And again, I get that it's a choice. It's not just a mistake, but there are people that make bad choices, bad decisions, have bad behaviors, and they're able to learn from them and change and pivot and become completely different people thereafter. As a Christian, I believe in change. I see people change every day from really bad attachment style wounds and triggers and behaviors to becoming securely attached. So I definitely believe in change. So if you are someone who has betrayed your partner, you need to know this one thing. There are going to be all these things that you're going to have to do to rebuild trust, to repair safety, to be able to heal and build your marriage again from the ground up. But one thing that you really want to do, and one thing that you're going to have to do to be able to repair, is be able to sit in the hard spaces with your partner. So this is difficult. Your partner is going to go through months and sometimes years of triggers that are overwhelming and very, very difficult. And what this means for you is that you're going to be forced over and over and over again to look at what you've done, and your internal dialogue is probably going to be centered around, this is all my fault. I've caused all this pain, all this brokenness and destruction is because of me. And that is going to really touch on a sense of shame that oftentimes will cause the person who is betrayed to shut down, disassociate, and withdraw. And our natural inclination is going to be to avoid those bad, painful feelings. Typically, when I deal with people who have done the betraying, I see so many of them in the majority of cases, not always, they are avoidantly attached individuals. And so part of the problem that got them where they are in the first place is their ability to avoid, distract, and compartmentalize. And so the last thing that you want to do is show up in that same negative way with those bad attachment behaviors in this moments when your partner is triggered and they need, above all else, need you to actually be able to sit and hold space for their feelings in those moments. If you are someone who is avoidantly attached, this is going to be extremely difficult for you. All insecure attachment styles are rooted in shame. For people who are avoidant, that shame wound lies very close to the surface. And so seeing your partner break down over something that you have done that was of this enormity, and knowing that you're the cause of that, is really going to hit on that shame wound, and it's going to want to put you into that avoidant behavior of distract, push it away, shut down, deflect, anything but sit in those uncomfortable feelings. Shame is actually one of the most dysregulating things that can happen in our body. The physical sensations that come with shame are so overwhelming and so painful that people naturally want to run and hide from them. But running and hiding is going to make your partner feel abandoned and rejected. And those feelings, what that brings up for them after everything that you have already done and all the doubt and lack of safety that you have created, is something that you just cannot afford to do at this point in time. So one thing that you're going to have to be able to do to show up well and repair your marriage is actually be able to sit in those physical, painful sensations in your body and get comfortable with them so that you can sit in the pain and in the trigger with your partner. That may look like validation. It may look like reassurance. Those are things that you're going to have to learn and have to be able to do anyway. But it means just being able to sit in their feelings with them without focusing on the painful feelings and sensations that are going on in your body as a result of them being in their own pain. You have to be able to be present, to listen to them, to sit with them, to be able to touch them, to be able to make them feel safe and secure, felt, heard, seen. All of those things are absolutely crucial to being able to repair your marriage. So if you are someone who is avoidantly attached, this is what I do in my one-on-one coaching. I help individuals learn how to sit in those physical sensations, how to identify them, how to be able to do that with a felt sense of safety in your body so that you can show up good for your partner. And in an instance of betrayal, it is an absolute critical component of you have to be able to do this in order to help your partner repair and move on. And if you don't do these things, if they have to self-regulate forever and not be able to co-regulate with you because you don't learn the tools and techniques to be able to do this with them, there's going to be resentment that builds up. And at a minimum, it's going to take them so much longer to heal, and they're going to be doing it all on their own. And after what you've done, the least that you could do is help heal with them and heal yourself and do your own work so that you can show up better in the future. If you are someone with an avoidant attachment style, then you need to be able to do this, period, because these are things that have already come up in your marriage that have led to what you did. Because affairs are distractions from pain and negative, bad sensations that we feel in our body that we do not feel comfortable sitting in. So we try to escape them, we try to numb them, we try to distract from them. So if you are someone who has betrayed your partner and you are trying to work through it, you have got to be able to sit in that space with them in order to be able to heal. If you're in this space and you feel that you need some work here and that your partner is struggling to heal because you're not able to show up well, reach out to me for one-on-one coaching. This is a huge part of what I do.